This is the TFK Joggster Twist. It's a very popular stroller. We're big fans of this stroller. It has both pluses and minuses like all other strollers, but I know that our child liked sitting in it a lot, and it has one of the most spacious seats. The frame is mostly metal. One weak point that regularly has problems is the swivel mechanism of the front wheel, and we've done a few videos about this, but we just wanted to make a short video showing you how to take care of this in relation to oiling it. So this is all plastic components except for two small pins that hold the fork in place. That's not a great design, but it's what it has. And the wheel itself, as a 10-inch wheel with 12-inch wheels on the back, exacerbates the problem because it puts more effort, there's more gravity pushing down onto this plastic made front wheel mechanism. It's good quality plastic, it's still a great stroller. You aren't going to win any off-road competitions in this stroller though. If you go off-road a lot, use the Joggster 3, not the Twist. But if you're careful with it and you maintain it, then this stroller can last quite fine. And as I said, it has many other positives to it. Okay, in order to maintain this, you're going to want to oil it properly. You oil it assuming it hasn't rusted solid, that the things are not very hard to move, the mechanisms, and that you don't hear that there's an immense amount of sand inside. If it's more or less functioning correctly, then oiling is a matter of this. Press in the button, use some WD-40. You can also take some in from the sides. Then, holding the button in, you can pull it off. You don't want to towel around while you do all of this. You can tilt this backwards. As you see, twisting the lock mechanism forces these two pins to emerge, and those can often be a little bit tight. You can spray a bit in those and in the center. I like to clean off any extra grit on the flat part. It's always good to turn mechanisms while you oil it. Then, the fork. Spray a little more, clean it off. Now, in most cases you can just use WD-40, but I like to use a good grease that I get from a car parts store as well. By itself it's a little bit too sticky, but I mix it with the WD-40. So you can spread some on the shaft. You may want to use rubber gloves. My hands are used to such abuse. Then, a little more WD-40, and sort of mix the two types together, and you get it very, very smooth. Then, you can slot it back inside, spin it around a few times, and then you can test the stroller. If you still feel, after oiling it, that the front wheel is hard to move at some points during its rotation, this may mean that the wheel, there are two small screws here and here, and they may be at different heights that you can adjust, and it can of course also mean that there has been damage to the fork or to the mechanism, in which case you might want to switch out some parts. Also, always try pumping all your wheels before you make this sort of a judgment, because having a flat tire in the front or on the sides will affect the rotation. Let's see. This is a pretty new stroller, this one here, so I can feel that it does not have any sort of significant locking to either side. So if you maintain this mechanism properly, it should last. Good luck. As always, feel free to leave any questions or comments.